Legacy comes through again. Fantastic stuff. Man, it showed up saves-wise. He got 4 of them for the squad already.
And gotta pick somebody to fire at. They do. What unique!
It's coming through and they've got the ultimates. Here comes the rally. Gavon with the bomb as well. The Laundry finds one, Nuclear finds another. We believe in Mary. They very well may have done it.
That's kind of the challenge with esports, is like overcoming that barrier of the monitor and the game and getting into it and like almost being able to become one with your character.
It's not like we're just 5 guys sitting in a room playing Overwatch. Like, we're really a part of something, and it makes us a community, you know, and a part of the larger W&M community.
When I joined the esports program, I was a first semester freshman. I joined because I felt like I was like kind of trapped in a box. I didn't really know anyone except for in my hall, right?
Coming in, I didn't really have any expectations. Like, I didn't really know what a college esports program looked like. So everything was kind of new to me, and I was kind of blown away by the amount of organization and like the size of the program in general, and like the official aspect of it too.
I got started with the esports program when it was just an idea that got floated around on social media through the esports club.
And I was just walking in Sadler one day and I saw a flyer for the W&M Esports program. And I was like, hey, I like video games. Hey, I'm like pretty decent at video games. So I gave it a shot, tried out, and joined the Valorant team.
That was kind of the biggest thing, is like the official capacity of the program, and coming in and having this big group of people who all wanted to compete and play was like a super awesome experience.
Yeah, how come we don't have a Fall Guys day?
Yeah, I feel like they're waiting. When I joined the STEM and Scrim camp with Alondra, Professor King told me, these campers look up to you like superstars. And personally, I didn't believe her. But I was proven wrong on the very first day.
I got to meet so many kids who were filled with competitive passion and drive and just loved to video game.
The one word that best describes the young people involved in STEM and Scrim is passionate. Young people are often discouraged to pursue esports by their parents, as it is disregarded as a waste of time. It is anything but.
But a girl named Nora was my favorite. From the beginning, I could sense her drive and her willingness to improve, despite being one of 2 girls present at the camp. And I just let her know how proud I was of her and that I would always be there if she needed backup and support.
A camper at STEM and Scrim this last summer, Elliot, competes as one of the best Splatoon players in the world. He is only 14 years old. I felt privileged to be able to encourage him to pursue competition and give him motivation I wish I had for myself at that age.
STEM and Scrim gave me the opportunity to nurture the passion of those who are going to hold our controllers in a few years, which sounds really corny, but I'm really grateful for that experience, and I'm sure that their other camp counselors are too.
Game Mason's opportunity, we brought in schools that we don't usually play in competitive matches. So they're friendly schools from Virginia that we had been scrimming, like James Madison University, George Mason University, Shenandoah University. Like, we knew all these schools, and they were like, we were good friends, especially with like James Madison guys. They're great. And so it was a really good opportunity to not only like meet them in person, shake their hand, be like, what's up, man, but also be able to compete against them in an environment that was like super exciting and fun. And I think everybody just took it really well. Not only from our team, but also the other teams. And it was a really great chance to kind of meet and connect with people that we'd been playing online for a long time.
We went to Game Mason and we competed against Shenandoah and George Mason. And it was just a really cool day. I had never really gotten to play at like such a high level for just like an entire day. And then there was still the whole convention and everything. So it's just really cool getting to do all that with all my friends.
The biggest highlight, I would say, was beating Shenandoah University. They were definitely the best team there. We just played fantastic Overwatch after, and we ended up beating them, and it was really hype, and we were all popping off and dapping each other up at the end. It was really awesome.
Nice shot!
This year it was a lot more teams. I think there were 4 teams just for Overwatch and then a bunch for every other. It was just awesome. The setup was amazing. The whole experience was fantastic. We played 3 games. Didn't do as well as we wanted, unfortunately, but we did have one really good win against UTA. That was really awesome. It was great to play them on stage. And I think especially, I'm a little older and more experienced than some of my teammates, so I think it was really good for them to, get the experience under their belt, even if we didn't do as well as we wanted. And I think it was just a good time overall for all of us.
I would say our semifinals game, although we lost, it was a grudge match against St. John's. And we really like came into it, I think, or at least I did, and most of the team did, as like a chance to show off our stuff, not only in terms of our gameplay, but also our personalities and like ourselves. And there was a lot of banter back and forth between both teams, and it was like a ton of fun. And it's not something you get to do if you're just online typing in chat or whatever. And everybody, you know, shook hands at the end of the game. It's all respect, but it was a ton of fun to be able to kind of like do some trash talk side by side, get everything going. It really just made the game feel a lot more fun.
I had the opportunity to meet Professor King during the Jumpstart Data Science program, and we bonded over our love of gaming. One of the biggest and most rewarding parts of the program was being able to run wholeheartedly a 12-hour stream marathon to help raise money for the program. I wrote up a pitch idea during the last few weeks of classes, which some might say is a little bold, a little bit stressful, but it was definitely worth it. I pitched the idea to the EAB and they accepted it. And with a 12-hour stream, we raised over $3,000 for the program.
Our biggest accomplishment was working with Pepsi and getting all those protein bars and all those energy drinks in the eTalk that you saw in the last couple months.
I also had the opportunity this year to bring on an academy team, which was a challenge for me as a coach, but also really exciting because I've been able to give players opportunities that they might not have gotten had we just kept the starting 5 main team roster. And it's been really exciting because it's shown me a lot of possibilities for how we can get more and more people involved with the program. And that's not to say we need 10 academy teams, but it's more to say that there's so much more to esports than just the team aspect. I think the academy team made me realize that we need managers, we need assistant coaches probably. And all that stuff comes with the organic growth that the program's undergone. We have more player interest, and so I needed more players for the academy team. And that player interest led me to realize that we need more positions and managers and such. And it's just really exciting because I'm starting to see firsthand the kind of like growth and the difficulties that come with the growth, but also the glory of kind of overcoming those challenges and figuring out the solutions. And I'm really excited to just see how we can kind of work to build a sustainable program as we go forward.
The next following season saw an increase in players and the implementation of an academy team. However, as I soon learned, the encouraging sign of growth came with a discouraging sign of instability. 2 things came into mind. Team management and team structure was essential in finding success. Therefore, I decided and understood that our academy team required that support after that roster expansion. I stepped up and decided to restart this academy team with that roster. This allowed me to get firsthand experience in managing and leading an esports team through replay reviews, organizing schedules among players, finding colleges to play against through scrimmages, and providing support in every practice to make sure those players knew that I was there for anything. This allowed me to utilize skills I learned from my organizational leadership classes that I take at the Mason School of Business. Now, following the success I had at the academy team, I was voted as varsity captain to promote that structure and management that was needed throughout the whole Rocket League program. We instilled individual varsity and academy team captains to ensure communications among the teams, participate in wellness meetings to promote mental health between both teams, and also report weekly developments to Professor King and other coaches about what's going on in the Rocket League world for us. So as the program developed, I was able to apply and learn new skills, including people management, goal orientation, and overall structure and autonomy.
Sarah, who is the captain, had initially sort of sent a message out in the club asking, if anyone would be interested, and I responded. And I DM'd her, and we started organizing together. And later that night, actually, we had several people get back to us. And so the next day, I reached out to Dr. King because I was in a class there at the time, and I was like, what do we have to do to make this happen?
I didn't come into William & Mary thinking I would even be on a varsity esports team. I literally remember, I saw a message that was like, would you guys like to join a Splatoon team? I'd actually seen something Sarah posted over the summer in the William & Mary subreddit, and I was like, wow, there are actually people on this campus who like Splatoon. And that was really crazy. And then I came, and then I realized that was the same Sarah. I saw their message.
I think we made really solid progress because we got everything done within that semester.
We've gotten everything we've needed to be able to compete effectively, and I feel like, honestly, we've already found a good spot within our whole esports community at William & Mary.
I just love this team. These guys are super close friends of mine at this point, and it's been an amazing experience.
I'm doing some research. I've had the opportunity to work with NC State and do esports player research for nationwide collegiate esports players about wellness and other aspects of being an e-athlete that kind of relate to my major of psychology. And I've had the chance to possibly pivot that into an honors thesis. I actually just today submitted my application for my honors thesis next semester. So I'll be hopefully like kind of taking that rope from the first opportunity I got to do research, which was given to me through the program. And now I'm gonna be able to take that opportunity and hopefully turn it into an honors thesis and some research of my own. So I'm really excited for that.
I've gone to the point where I have had the opportunity to host a $4,500 tournament sponsored by Twitch on the front page of Twitch. And it's just awesome being able to start at such a small level that is grassroots, and to be able to foster that community is extremely important. And that's what I like a lot.
Esports has been just a very welcoming environment from the very beginning. That signing day where Dr. King was handing out our merch and introducing everyone involved in the program, to now where I still feel welcomed into this community and by everyone else who's involved.
My number one priority is to have fun, because if you're not having fun, I don't think you're playing the game right. So it's just making sure that you're still like learning and improving and doing what you need to do, but everybody needs to be having a good time while you do it.
It brings me a lot of joy being able to represent William & Mary doing something I love, which is playing Apex and now coaching for it, and seeing my team win. Whenever I see them win, it is probably one of the best feelings I've ever had. And so being able to show the nation and the world that William & Mary is good at Apex Legends, it's phenomenal.
It gives me a sense of purpose and a sense of pride. I'm not just playing for myself. You know, I'm playing for my teammates now, I'm playing for my school. I'm playing for all the people who watch us and support us every week.
Headshots, both of them. Make it a third. Make it a fourth.
Are we just counting now?
No
We're just counting now.
way!
We're just counting now.
Way!
I'm with you. 45.
Let's go!
Air dribble attempt as well. Has the angle, it's curling back in, and he gets the rebound. Feels like air dodges back to stage. I like that attempt. Gets back with the down air, the follow-up, the stun, the up B, and there goes that stock there at the very end. Was absolutely brilliant.
Very true.
I loved it to see that. Well, you know, to take players playing take very well here for William & Mary. At this time, it works out with Marshall and back by a chance to pull.
That is brilliant.
Takes the inside beautifully, finds the goal.
A lot of damage. Kills the Irelia, literally just 1v2. Oh my gosh, Crowfeather is just absolutely going nuts.
It's a William & Mary world, and we're all just living in it.